Hi everybody, we're back. Closing moments of the warm-up for Group 2 of the ice dancers here competing in the short dance at the ISU 2011 World Figure Skating Championships on CBC, presented by Artistry, Skin Care and Cosmetics. Lots of you have already been in touch with me. I hope many more of you will be, and I will get back to all of you. So if you want to do that, you can contact me on Twitter at SkatingPJ or by email pjkwong@pjkwong.com. She looks a little young to be in the judges' seats. I wonder. Judge in training, maybe. Most interesting in this flight, I think, will be Nelly Giganchina and Alexander Gassier, who represent Germany. They skate last in this group, and they finished in second place, just behind Caitlin Weaver and Andrew Poget, who won the preliminary round. So it'll be interesting to see what they have to do here. Louise Walden and Owen Edwards represent Great Britain. They're the 2011 national champions, coached by Muriel Zazoui. Skating to Runaway by the Chorus. Short dance, choreographed by Diana Riba. Both skaters experiencing some difficulty maintaining their unison throughout the twizzles. Here's the start of their golden waltz section. Skaters having to use the same range of beats per minute in the tempo for their golden waltz section. Choctaws nicely done on the end pattern. Almost a cartwheel entry into the straight line lift. Midline step sequence, nicely timed. I'd like to still see a bit more power. Example of a little optional lift at the end, which will go towards their transition component. Both skaters having problems maintaining their unison throughout the twizzles. Part of their golden waltz.
I'm not alone. Tell me you feel it too.
Straight line lift.
And I would run away. I would run away. Yeah.
Part of the cascade and dip section with the coupe 3-turn at the end. Their golden waltz. Romain Hagenauer looking on. Midline step sequence, not particularly difficult, but well done.
Hi everybody at home.
Hi Mum, hi everyone at home.
Richard, Eddie, Max, Joseph, love you.
46.73. Will not be enough to catch our current leaders Isabella Tobias and David Astaniunas of Lithuania. This is the brother and sister team of Kathy and Chris Reed. They represent Japan. Skating to music from the Addams Family soundtrack. Choreographers Nikolai Morozov, PJ Wilkus, Galice, and Ineza Bucevica. Great unison in this first section of the Golden Waltz. Nice entry into these synchronized twizzles. I think that this short dance really uses the music very well. I like the long sweeping edges here in this midline step sequence. I thought that Kathy and Chris rather, Reed did a great job of performing this particular short dance. I think that they did the golden waltz sections very well. For me, the three C's were all achieved: costume, choreography, concept.
Be careful.
I like the playful nature of this short dance. Straight lift, nicely done. Kathy and Chris maintaining very close proximity during the synchronized twizzles. Part of their golden waltz. Skaters very nice and close together. Galice on the left of your screen, 2002 world bronze medalist in ice dance.
You're sweating. I know. Because I'm so hot.
No, it's quite hot.
Scores P323, please.
Score to beat, 53.16. Isabella Tobias and David Estanunas with the lead, but not for long, because Kathy Reed and Chris Reed with the new season's best score, a 54.86, are new leaders. First look at Ramona Elsener and Florian Rust of Switzerland. Skating to Violente Valse by Caravan Palace. Coached by Cornelia Diener and Rostislav Sinitsyn. Choreographers Cornelia Diener and Richard Leroy. Two-time and reigning national champions. 14th at this year's World Juniors, their best result in that event. In their 5th try, 19th at this year's European Championships. Starting with the second half of the Golden Waltz. Ramona and Florian were the final skaters to qualify from the preliminary round. They finished in 10th. Now on to the first section of the Golden Waltz. Skaters have the option of choosing, they must skate the Golden Waltz sequentially, but they can start with the second half or the first. Finding the timing a little mushy here throughout what should be a very crisp and well-defined waltz. Nice unison throughout this midline no-touch step sequence. Straight line lift. Position wonderfully stable. I like the little waltz jump into the first of these sequential twizzles. Florian having some difficulty rocking on the blade throughout that second twizzle. Ramona Elsener and Florian Rust of Switzerland.
Ramona Elsener and Florian Rust, Switzerland.
I found at time that the unison faltered between these two skaters, which had a tendency to detract from the overall performance quality. Nice edge quality here in the midline no-touch step sequence. It'd be nice if they were a little closer. I like the stability of the position throughout that straight line lift. Florian having difficulty maintaining his balance. His shoulders, as you can see, were not level with the ice, which impeded his ability to stay balanced.
Nein, aber das ist richtig gesehen. Du erst nicht vorwärts gehen. Nein. Nein, er hat falsch gemacht. Weil ich hatte nur eins. Und dann wäre er gekommen. Und er hat das Chassis und er hat das nicht.
The scores, please, for Ramona Elsener and Florian Rust.
Uh, 41.58 is the score for Ramona Elsener and Florian Rust. Will not qualify to skate the free dance tomorrow. Penny Coombs and partner Nicholas Buckland taking the ice, skating to La Valse d'Amélie and Tango de los Exilados, coached by Yevgeny Platov and Philip Askew. Philip Askew, their choreographer. '14th at this year's European Championships, 20th at the Olympic Games a year ago. I like the lowered level on the end of that rotational lift. Starting with the second half of the Golden Waltz. Love the stability in that walk around section, the first steps in the opening of the first section of the Golden Waltz. Easily able to carry out this change of mood. Penny having some problems with balance in both twizzles. A little forward on the blade. Great finish. Penny Coombs and Nicholas Buckland of Great Britain. I really like the presentation of this team. They did not have to qualify through the preliminary round. They were a direct entry. I like the change in levels in the rotation lift, starting from low, back to low. Walk around section in the first part, of the Golden Waltz. Penny having some difficulty hanging on for the first of the two twizzles. Same problem in the second twizzle. She has beautiful, tidy feet. I had to double check to make sure she had landed on his boot. If she was on the ice, it would have been a penalty, but landing on his boot, she's safe.
Hey Joe, Grandma and Grandad. Thank you very much, Russia.
Hi, Ma. Hi, Pa. Hi, Marisha.
Oh, hi, John and Sinead. Miss you guys.
They're referring to John and Sinead Kerr, the brother and sister team who have recently retired.
The scores, please, for the seniors and young couples.
Score to beat, 54.86. Lead held by Kathy and Chris Reed of Japan. 51.75, a new season's best for Penny Coombs and Nicholas Buckland of Great Britain.
The short distance score for Penny Coombs and Nicholas Buckland was 61.72 points. This is a new season's best. They are in the third place.
Next to skate Nelly Jinganshine and Alexander Gassi of Germany. Both train in Oberstdorf. Nelly was born in Moscow. Coached by Rostislav Sinitsyn and Martin Skotnicki. Choreographers Maxim Savisky and Rostislav Sinitsyn. Skating to selections from Cirque du Soleil. They finished in second behind Canada's Caitlin Weaver and Andrew Poget in the preliminary round. Waltz jump into their opening synchronized twizzles. I love the speed going into this midline, no touch step sequence. They're going to start with the first of the sections of the Golden Waltz. I find Nelly's posture a little forward at the hip, which for me detracts from the overall unison of this team. rotational lift. Martin Skotnicki happy with that performance. Nelly Giganshina and Alexander Gassi representing Germany. They're very good skaters. I found the music and the concept a little difficult to get around. Some really cool elements to this short dance. Nelly and Alexander in very close proximity throughout some of their elements, including these sequential twizzles. Alexander struggling with his timing a little bit. Martin Skotnicki looking on from the side. I like this rotational lift. The expression for me was a little bit contrived. And as I said, they seemed to be battling against the music. Although it was waltz time, it was a bit ponderous.
Not yet.
Score to beat, 54.86. 55.53 is the score for Nelly Giganshina and Alexander Gassi.
55.53. They are in the first place.
Дорогие зрители, сейчас появляется перерыв для подготовки к затем.
A quick look at our current leaders. And here are the standings after two groups of competitors in the lead and having qualified to skate the free, Nelly Giganshina and Alexander Gassi. Then it's Kathy Reed and Chris Reed from Japan, followed by Isabella Tobias and David Staniunas from Lithuania. So we'll be back with lots more, including Tessa Virtue and Scott Moore that we're seeing on the right. Stay tuned.